Hello, it's Stuart Henderson, the manager at McDonald Realty, First Pioneer, and I'm continuing on with our video blog. In the last blog that I did, I talked about selling your house, buying a house before you sold your house, and some of the problems that could come up with that and how you could deal with it. And in that blog at the beginning, if you remember, I mentioned that I had a bit of an issue with even thinking that way, buying your house first and then selling yours. And I said I would discuss it in a later blog. So this is the later blog, and I just want to explain to you what my concern is. And the clients always make their decisions, but as a realtor, I think I need to be able to tell them things that I've seen and things that we've seen that might influence them, that they might want to take into consideration. And here's what I've seen over the years that sometimes can hurt badly when you're buying your house first and then selling. And what I'm afraid of in a nutshell is that you might lose a lot of money doing that. I mean, you might lose $30,000 buying your house first and then selling yours. And you don't really notice it because it's not money that came out of your pocket. It was equity that came out of the house. And you didn't really notice it was gone, but you still lost it. So let me sort of illustrate what I mean. You decide to sell your house and buy another one, but you want to find the right home first before you sell yours, and that's pretty normal. I mean, most people work that way. So you make contact with a realtor, establish a relationship, and you go on out and start looking at homes. And eventually you find one that you like, and you decide you want to make an offer, buy it, and then put your house up for sale. So the house is listed, let's say, at $679,000. That's the one you want to buy. And you think, well, okay, let's make an offer of about $660,000. You know, we can, if we have to, we'll go up to $665,000, may even go up to $670,000. But, you know, let's negotiate, see if we can get a better deal on the house. So you write your offer of $660,000. But of course, it's subject to you selling your house in the next, say, 60 days. 60 days is fairly average these days to sell a home if it's priced right. And off goes your realtor over to see the other realtor and to sit down with the seller and discuss the situation. Well, the seller, of course, is happy to see an offer on his home, but it's $660,000 is far less than what he wanted to take. If it was $660,000 and will give you the money and move in, he might consider it. But now, after he spent 2 months trying to sell his home and drawing offers on it, now we're saying to him, well, we'll only give you $660,000, and we want you to wait 2 months while we sell our house. Well, there may be a better offer coming along. He doesn't know whether to accept your offer or not, and he's really reluctant to give you $20,000 in his mind and also wait 2 months. So after discussion, him and his realtor may decide, well, okay, let's give them the 2 months to sell their house, but we want our price. If I'm going to take this chance, I want to get the price. So he may counter back at $679,000 or $678,000, something like that. In other words, the offer isn't very strong because nobody knows yet whether you're going to sell your house or not. And he's going to wait 2 months. Now, his realtor will put in a 72-hour clause, but still, it's partly off the market because people are a little wary because there's already your offer sitting there. They don't know what it is. But they're going to have to go through some hoops if they can get by your offer. So the realtor's saying this may stop people from coming to look at your house if they're interested in it. But maybe the seller says, for $679,000, I'll do that. And so here comes the counter back to you, $679,000, 2 months to sell your house. And you think, well, you know, let's try $665,000. All right, we'll go up a little bit more. And that doesn't work. It comes back at $678,000. So you try the $670,000. which was as high as you were going to go, and you're still stuck at 678. The seller won't budge off his price because he's concerned you're not going to sell your house. But it's a really nice house, and you really like it, and you want it. So you say, okay, $678,000. We'll put our house up for sale. So now you sit back, and now you've got to get your house on the market. Your realtor's got some work to do here to get the place ready to sell, get it onto the MLS and everything else. Now your house, after you and your realtor have looked at the market, done the comparables, done the analysis, you've decided, and he's helped you decide, it's about $490,000. So you think, well, okay, let's ask $499,000, and we'll give ourselves a little bit of room to negotiate. So out it goes onto the multiple listing system, $499,000. But there's a problem here, and that is you picked a really nice house, and even at $678,000, it's still a good deal. Now, there's, we always say there's 3,000 other homes out there for sale at any time. The problem is there's probably 3,000 other buyers out there too. And some of those buyers are looking for the kind of house that you've got your offer on. And some of those buyers have the money available to buy it. They've already sold their house, or they didn't even have a house to sell, or they don't need to sell their house. So they can walk in and make a good offer and force the seller to execute the setting title clause, and you've lost the house. So you've got to get your house sold really, really quickly so that you can get your sale firm up your purchase before any of these other buyers come along that will see the house. Well, I mean, if you want to sell something really, really quickly, what do? I mean, you have to lower the price. If you need it sold right away, you sell it for a lower price. So maybe you have to list your house at $689,000 or $489,000, sorry. And here comes an offer fairly quickly at $480,000. Because the buyer's trying to do what you did. He's trying to make himself a little bit of a better deal. Your problem is, it's the only offer you got, and you need to get it. It's something in writing and firmed up so you can go ahead and buy that house you really want. So you accept the $480,000 and the deals come together. But look what happened. You ended up having to pay $20,000 more for the house because you had a weak negotiating position. Nobody really knew if you were going to sell your house or not. And so you lost $20,000 on the purchase. Now you look at the sale of your home, you had to give up $10,000 in order to get a quick sale so you didn't lose the purchase. So you lost $20,000 on one side, you lost $10,000 on the other side. You've lost $30,000. $30,000. Just because you wanted to find the house first and buy it before you sold yours. Now, supposing my numbers aren't right, because I've just been pulling numbers out of the air. Supposing it's only half as bad. Supposing you don't lose $30,000, you only lose $15,000. Maybe you're able to get the other house for $670,000, and maybe you manage to get $485,000 for yours. You still lost $15,000, and that's equity in your home. That's your equity. That's your money, and you lost it because you wanted to buy a home first and then sell yours. So that always puzzles me when we go through that process and I see these dollars floating out of the house that our client really doesn't have to let go, because there is a better way. And I mean, this blog and the last blog, I've been talking about all the terrible things that can happen, that can go wrong, that cost you money. But there is a way to do it so that it doesn't cost you any money like that. And your realtor knows how to do that. What I would suggest is, because this is kind of running on a little bit long, but I'll do another blog in a few days. On my next blog, I'll show you how you go about this process of buying the house you want and selling your house, only having to pay the market value for the house you want and getting the market value for your house and avoiding any problems in losing one or the other before you're ready. So there's a way to do it. Your realtor knows how to do it. And I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll talk to you in a little while, show you how to do that.